that they want to go out into hiding outside of the ghetto. And the plans were, our friend policeman, Polish policeman, was supposed to be on duty. And first we were supposed to come out from a certain window from the bunker. And when my mother came out, suddenly we heard shots. My dad and I couldn't figure out what it was, so we ran back into the bunker. Next day we tried to find her, but no avail. We could not find my mother anymore. We heard some shots, but we didn't know what happened to her. A few days later, I call it a miracle. Why did I call it a miracle? Because it was so unusual. Somebody from somewhere was able to smuggle into ghetto apples. Now, why is apples so terribly important that I'm talking about it? You have to realize that at that time, for almost 2 years, I didn't have any vitamins, no minerals. I was eating potato peelings from the trash, like the bag woman, and to have an apple was something extremely, extremely unusual. So my father went out trying to get the apple for me, and he never came back. So I remember all my life that my daddy tried to get the apple for me. Every time I eat an apple, I remember that scene. So here I am, no mommy, no daddy anymore. I'm still a young teenager. And doesn't last very long, few days, German Shepherd dogs discovered us. Discovered the whole hiding place. And they took me into the camp, into jail that was inside the camp, really. There were about 10 of us left. When I got to this jail, suddenly I hear a familiar voice. Who is that? Well, it was my friend's mother. She was able to walk around in the camp because her husband was a tailor. And that's why she was there. And when she heard that I'm in the jail, she told me that my mother was there in this jail, my father was there, and both of them were killed by the local assessment. So she went over and told the local policeman that I'm in jail. And the policeman started crying. He went in front of the assessment and cried. A grown man cried? That's not very usual. And when asked what happened, he said, my fiancé is in jail today. I cannot be happy. So the assessment walked out because he happened to like him. And when you do that, that means do whatever you want. I don't see anything, I don't hear anything. And he came to jail and called my name. I want you to know it was a completely strange man. When I came out, about 10, 15 feet, I looked through the window, and the rest of the people I was in jail were walking, and I heard the shots. All of them were killed within a few minutes. And that's how the death didn't want me the first time. Didn't take very long. Here I am alive, and they start dragging me to camps. In a wagon with straw, drained the straw on the floor. I was in 2 concentration camps and 4 working camps. Well, first of all, what's the difference? Concentration camp is the degradation of your psyche. They want us to get crazy. We looked crazy and maybe commit suicide. Working camps were slave camps, just work. No. When I arrived in Auschwitz, they took away my clothes, they took away my shoes, my underwear, they shaved my hair. and gave me just sack door. That's all I can call it. We slept till about 12 on one little area on the board. I think I have a picture here if you want to see it, how we slept. It was one blanket for 10 people. And if one wanted to turn, it was a little revolution. So, that was it. Now, after 2 or 3 weeks, the hair grew a little bit. So what did they do? They shaved a cross on our heads. And we looked like real monkeys then. Every day there was appel, that means stay to attention. We were given in the morning 10 minutes to wash, go to use the bathroom, and eat. We were given one piece of bread, little water, they called it soup, but this was water, it was a piece of cabbage floating around, and a little pat of butter and a little bit of coffee. That was once a day. And when we stood at the appel in the morning, I want to call to your attention, it was winter time. I had no shoes, and we had to stay with bare feet on ice. But that wasn't so terrible. Every day there was a selection. One person to the right and one to the left. I always went to the right, and I didn't know why. Here come my muscles. I suddenly one day went to the right, and I realized I went to work because of my muscles. The people that went to the left went to crematoria. Now what is crematoria? Are you familiar with the word? Okay. Germans try to hide everything. And when people went to crematoria, they even said, here's a cake of soap. Remember where you left your clothes, because you're going to take a shower and you go to work. Camouflaging everything. None of it was true. When the people got completely undressed, went into the big, big room, Cyclone B12 was released from all the shower heads, and within a few minutes everybody was dead. Then there was a group of people, survivors on top of it, that were dragging the bodies out and burning them. The German government was very, very proud of being able to kill so many people daily. Not everybody was killed that way. Many people were hung, many people were killed, many people had to dig their own graves, get undressed, and from the back killed so the body could fall in and they didn't have to do any work whatsoever. During Holocaust, 6 million Jews were killed and 6 million other nations. Various races, nationalities, and different countries. What I am trying to bring up right now is that camps were not picnic. But the working camps basically was just slavery. We worked 12 hours a day, we had shoes, oh boy, we had clothes, we got 3 meals a day, and that was wonderful. Now today we don't realize how good we have. Many people, by the way, in the beginning, send their children on what they call kinder transport. Can you imagine parents on their own free will take the little child and put on a train for England, knowing most of the time that